A very good Wednesday morning to everyone out there. Landon here with you to bring you your latest weather and night forecast courtesy of On Target. Settling down the pattern a little bit, at least here over the next 12 hours or so, with the widespread showers, severe thunderstorms that were impacting the area yesterday have now attempted to track just east of the region. You can see here, getting a look at the latest surface map, we got that cold front that's continuing to bisect the region, taking its sweet time, pressing east through the area. You can see we got thicker cloud cover that's arriving here from the west, folks, and we're going to be dealing with partly to mostly cloudy skies throughout the day, along with some hit-and-miss rain showers here and there that's going to bring those high temperatures down in comparison to yesterday. All right, let's get a look across the region. B.H. James Distiller Skycam overlooking at Dareville down in Logan County this morning, showing them socked in underneath the cloud cover. Still got some wet pavement from the overnight rain showers they were dealing with. Same can be said overlooking the Beechtree New Skycam. Got some thick clouds working in there out of the west. It's pretty much going to be the weather story throughout the day. We're not going to see much in the form of a change in diurnal temperatures as a result. Temperatures currently hanging out anywhere between the low and mid 60s. We're going to be bumping highs this afternoon, somewhere between the low and mid 70s, all right? It is going to remain rather humid out there as well, and with some lingering hit-and-miss showers, but it's not going to be nothing like the widespread heavy rainfall and strong and severe storms that we've seen here over the past few days, all right? Speaking of the past few days, take a look at the rainfall amounts here. From 2 days ago, we've got over 2 inches of rain that's fallen here on the north side of Warren County, closer to 0.6 of an inch here on the south side of Warren County. Simpson County, Logan County right at the inch mark, and nearly 1.5 inches over in Butler County. You can see those locations off to the east over in Barron, stretching up into Edmonton, down into Allen County have received the highest totals, and that is where the precipitation set up there and repeatedly ran over the same repeated areas yesterday afternoon on into yesterday evening. Get a little bit better view at the surface map here. You can see the bulk of the heavy rainfall is going to shift from the central Tennessee and Ohio valleys. Is going to move further off to the east, right along the spine of the Appalachians, right along and ahead of the cold front as we work throughout the day, all right? But we do have changes on the horizon. We do have official name, as you can see down there in the Gulf, Tropical Storm Helene, that is expected to intensify rapidly here over the next 24 to 48 hours as it jolts northward. Folks, we have got eyes on the potential for tropical-like downpours, some strong wind gusts getting in here as we finish out the work week. That's going to be bringing another round of copious rainfall to the region for us. So let's go ahead and let's dive right into what's exactly going to be unfolding here with our weather pattern. The driving force behind all this, folks, is going to be located 18 to 20,000 feet up above our head. We have got this pinwheeling upper level low that is going to be getting cut off as this jolts down to the south today. You can see here it's going to get pinched off from the upper level flow, officially have an upper level low that is cut off from the mean, mid, and upper level flow here. That's going to cause this thing to sit in pinwheel, all right? Now keep your eyes on what's expected to become Hurricane Helene as it bows off to the north and the east here over the next 24 hours and then takes a hard drive off to the north and west as we work into our Friday and even into the start of the weekend, all right? Here we are progressing through Thursday night. Here we are getting into Friday morning, folks, and here we blatantly have what's known as a Fujiwara effect, all right? Yes, you heard me correctly. Whenever we have this upper level low that's signified by the low pressure system there on the left that is dominating our flow pattern, we've got the warm core low that is the tropical system there on the right. This thing is going to get wrapped up in the counterclockwise flow of that upper level low, and it's going to get ingested and enveloped and just turn into a large single upper level low that's going to overstay its welcome, not just Friday night, but on into Saturday and Sunday as well. That's going to keep daily shower and storm chances in the forecast for us. So again, folks, it's a kind of a fun meteorological term to say, but the Fujiwara effect is whenever these tropical cyclones get ingested and taken over and become a part of these upper level lows and disturbances. We can put this into motion. Here we are looking at Friday afternoon. Then we get into Friday night, folks, and there we see the combination of the two ingesting into one large pinwheeling upper low that is going to sit here and slowly pinwheel off to the east-northeast all the way through the weekend. Here we are looking at Sunday afternoon. Here we are looking at Monday. Here we are looking at Monday night. And finally, on into Tuesday, that upper low pulls out off the eastern seaboard, opening up the door to northwesterly flow, folks. And we're going to get cooler temperatures in here, a less humid air mass as a result, all right? So now let's compare that with what the simulated radar activity is going to look like, okay? We're going to meander throughout today, just spotty showers, perhaps a stray storm. It's not going to be anything like yesterday, all right? We're going to be socked in underneath cloud cover throughout the vast majority of the day, maybe a break or two of sunshine. And then we get into our Thursday, folks, and here comes the precipitation shield off of Helene, advecting to the north. And then remember, the pinwheeling upper level low over here is going to help to pull this weather maker and its moisture feed off to the north and west, okay? So as we work throughout the day on Thursday, hit and miss rain showers early in the day, and then as we work into the afternoon and evening, and then Thursday night and into Friday is whenever the tropical-like downpours are expected to advect up into the region. Here we are looking at Thursday night. Here we are getting into our Friday morning. Here we are working throughout the day on Friday, all the way through Friday night. And then here we have the pinwheeling low that's simply going to overstay its welcome. This continues all the way through the day on Saturday. I know we've got the International Festival out there, not to mention football games on the gridiron on Friday night. We could be looking at dodging scattered shower and storm chances as a result, okay? So here we're looking at Saturday evening. Here we are working into our Sunday. We continue with the scattered shower and storm development. Even the lingering leftover moisture on the backside of this low on Monday is going to be keeping scattered showers alive, and then we finally dry out Tuesday into the Wednesday time frame with this high pressure arriving, keeping winds out of the north. So overall, to say the least, today, but especially Thursday, all the way through the end of the weekend, we're going to keep a very, very active weather pattern intact here across the viewing area, okay? There is something that I want to take note of and mention. It is showcasing on Friday. The Storm Prediction Center has simply given us a generalized thunderstorm risk with a light green coloration. We could see this alter and change, all right? With the parameters that come along with tropical-like systems, and boy, are they ever difficult to forecast. We could be looking at the possibility of damaging winds, maybe even copious amounts of rainfall, and tropical-like disturbances tend to provide a bit more spin than advertised within the atmosphere. So we're going to be keeping very close eyes on the Friday time frame. Would not be surprised at all to see a severe weather risk given for us, even though it's currently mitigated well off towards the East Coast and the Carolinas up into Virginia. This could alter and change, all dependent upon the exact track of what by this point in time could be the remnants of Hurricane Helene working up across the region, all right? Here's the latest forecast track from the National Hurricane Center. It is expected to intensify very, very rapidly here over the next 24 to 48 hours, becoming a major hurricane category 3 in strength, impacting the Big Bend area of Florida and stretching out over the Panhandle. If you've got any friends or family over in that direction, they need to be paying very close attention to this and getting out of there. And then this thing remains hurricane strength, although losing strength at 1 a.m. on Friday, becoming a tropical depression by Friday afternoon. And as previously mentioned, folks, that spin within the atmosphere and that tropical depression moving right over top of our head, we could be looking at some twists and turns within our atmosphere that would present not just a flooding concern, but also a severe weather risk as well. Total rainfall amounts coming along with this. This is valid for today all the way through Monday of next week. We could be looking at an additional 2 to 4 plus inches of total rainfall before this is all said and done. Even though we've received a lot of rain so far this week, folks, we are still suffering from drought conditions. We will take every bit of this rainfall we can get, and if this does come to fruition, we're looking at putting a large dent, if not erasing much of the drought deficit here that's been across the region. All right, here's the latest from our National Weather Service office up in Louisville. Widespread moderate to heavy rain and windy conditions expected Friday as the remnants of Helene move through the Ohio Valley. 2 to 4 plus inches of rain possible, could lead to minor flooding issues. All right, so please be aware of that as well. Here's a full breakdown of your next 6-day weather forecast brought to you by Ohio Valley Insurance. We're going to be looking at the mid and upper 70s today. I think we'll be on the lower tier of that with the thicker cloud cover moving in and the hit-miss rain chances. And then even cooler conditions follow Thursday on into Friday. Going to be in lower 70s there. We got the rain and storm chances increasing in coverage as we work throughout the day. Thursday becoming maximized Thursday night and all the way throughout the day on Friday. Becoming more scattered in nature with the pinwheeling low throughout the entirety of the weekend on into the early days of next week. Folks, that'll wrap up your Wednesday morning Weather Not forecast brought to you by On Target. You all take care of yourselves and each other. Stay dry out there.